Hello. Give you guys a minute to join in.
In 2 miles, take the exit onto MacArthur Boulevard.
Hopefully everybody's having a beautiful day in Oklahoma. Okay, well, hello. I see some of you jumping in. Good to see you folks. Heading home right now. As you can see, I'm wearing the monkey suit today. Yep, that means I went to the Capitol. Norma Sapp, Lawrence Pasternak, and myself were there again today. That's twice this week. Let's see. Making sure I don't miss my turn. Trying to get home. I had to run a few errands after doing this. Okay, so a couple things I want to address. First, something I'm really excited about that I've been quietly talking with Representative Eccles, who's now my representative, about is the idea of trying to remove the residency requirement from the card, not the business license, okay, but from the patient card. Seeing a little bit of difficulty there, but I'm thinking it's going to. I'm thinking the bill's going to get put forward. But we're trying to find a way to remove the residency requirement from the patient card. I think that can solve a lot of the problems that I particularly worry about, which is a problem we had before we had 788, where some of us had to go out of state to and spend time out of state to get the medicine that helps us. Our current medical program doesn't allow people from out of state to come in and stay here and try cannabis as a medicine. If we could remove the residency requirement, then that can be an option, and that can help greatly. The people in surrounding states can come spend the weekend here and see if this helps them before deciding that they want to make a permanent move or something to Oklahoma. Or perhaps they do like some of us did, and they come back to their own state and they push the idea that they want this there, and we help further that goal. We help push forward that idea of ending the war on prohibition. So I think that bill can help. I think it should be great. Hopefully I can get some of you guys to help me with that. Let me know what you think about that idea. Also, something, I just got a message from Representative Fettgetter. It'd be okay to mention this. We were discussing the other day this bill trying to make the dispensaries, try and keep the dispensaries to be within 1,000 foot of a church. And we were discussing the bill that wants to put the, I think, 300 foot or something from a daycare or something like that. It may have been 1,000 foot from a daycare, but that had to do with alcohol establishments. Anyway, end result is here. What Scott is thinking, and let's see what you guys think, is a good compromise here might be that that we accept a 300 foot rule on schools, which would be lowering the schools by 700 feet. And the give on that is we would give a 300 foot buffer also to churches. Okay, it's a give and a take there. So this is an idea being discussed. It's not happening, so nobody needs to freak out. But I'd like to know, and I'm sure Representative Fettgetter would like to know, if you guys think this is something workable. I think it's a pretty good compromise, and I think in the long run, something to think about in the long run, whether it's next year or 10 years from now. Eventually Oklahoma is going to have a recreational program, and when we do, things like a 300 foot rule from a school or from a daycare and stuff, just like with alcohol establishments, we would think would be acceptable. So if we can get these schools to lower by 700 the distance, perhaps we can accept the 300 on the daycare, Because again, down the road when we have wreck, that's going to be a standard thing anyway. And I don't think that the dispensaries that may be thinking down the road would want to set up somewhere now to run medical in hopes of becoming wrecked later and find out their location limits that. So we could fix all that by just making a general 300 foot. So it's an idea being discussed. Let's see, there was a couple other things I wanted to talk about.
In 1 mile, turn left onto South.
But unfortunately, I can't remember what they all are right now. Lawrence and I will probably do a show. We'll probably even drag Norma in on this very soon. Give us a couple days. We'll go over some of these bills and some of the conversations we had about these bills. Okay. Oh, yeah, I just remembered the other thing I needed to talk about, and this is extremely important. If you are a pain management patient, or you have been a pain management patient and been dropped, or you know somebody who's a pain management patient, and we all know people who are, then this is for you, okay? Now, we know 1446 caused some problems a couple years ago, and 848 was supposed to be the cleanup last year. Well, it still leaves a lot to be desired. So, reach out. We need some names. We need some actual cases. We've done this in the past, but we need a fresher list. If you're a pain patient and you're having difficulties with your doctor, whether it has to do with your medical marijuana card or not, doesn't matter, okay? Of course, we want to know about those cases too, but if you're having problems with your pain management issue and your doctor's writing your prescriptions, let us know, because there's a cleanup bill to, again, this year, to clean up the cleanup bill. And it's really important that we try and get this right, so we can quit with the cleanup bills. So, again, reach out if you are a pain management patient and having any difficulty, whether or not you are a card holder. Doesn't matter. All right, folks, I think that's going to be it. So it's the pain management issue. It's the 1,000-foot rule isn't very likely, but we might start looking at accepting a 300-foot rule. But again, that would lower the 1,000-foot on the schools, which might be something you guys think is a good idea. Let me know what you think. And then there was one more. I don't remember. Go back and watch. All right, folks, I'm almost home. That's it. Been a long day. We'll do a show the next day or two. I'll get with Lawrence and Norma, and we'll get it scheduled. So, you guys have there's a rally called next, the 6th, next Thursday, a rally at the Capitol. Norma and I will be there to help you guys in any way that we can, in finding where your legislators are and finding out where you need to be, and anything that we can help you with. The place pretty well, and it is under construction. I'm not sure which area they've gotten a permit for. I saw Ron Durbin's video. He said they got a permit for the rotunda, but the rotunda is all under construction, and most of it is not accessible. So I'm concerned about where you guys are going to be, but we want to help you, and we'll be there to do that. So if you need any help, let us know. All right.